Hi, how are you? I'm here to talk to you about today on this nice day right after Thanksgiving. I hope you all had a great meal. In any case, I'm here to talk to you about Republicans and fake Christians inspiring low wages for the poor. I include Walmart, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Walmart, by the way, is a gift to no one but themselves. We've known that for quite some time. It's a very abusive corporation. But in any case, uh, I want to talk to you about something. Do you remember when I was a kid? Okay, there were special paydays for just about everything. If you worked on weekends, it was time and a half. Some very fortunate people got double time, got twice the pay. For the weekends as well, for the holidays, there was more money. And then the Republican bastards, that's what they are. So, I'm just trying to be accurate here. I'm just trying to speak about the news. But anyway, the Republican bastards legislated state and federal laws which crucified literally the working people because they eliminated requirements in many states and ordinances in cities and so on and so forth for the pay of extra cash for extra work. So for overtime, for example, it wasn't like today where you just get your regular pay. Back when I was a kid, overtime was time and a half. Take it or leave it. And it's funny because it was very good for the economy, actually, because people like myself, I like to spend. In any case, so this is what the Republicans did. They destroyed. Also, I wanted to mention the extra pay for the work in the second and third shift. When I was a kid, if you worked the second shift or the third shift, you got a little bit more money for each one. Okay? Now, they don't do that anymore because, well, the cheap assholes want to keep all the money for themselves. What else could be the reason? So, now it's, same pay, same everything for everybody, no more extra, nothing. There's another issue too. Where did all the money go to pay for health care? Okay, now when I was a kid, where did all the money go? All the money went to scumbaggy, I coined the new word, scumbaggy corporate hands. That's where the money went. Today, you're lucky if they pay 50 cents on the dollar towards your health care. Yeah, right? Okay, they used to pay 100% of yours, and they used to pay 50% of your whole family's insurance. Now, that was fairness. That was generosity. That was trying to teach somebody, show somebody the way that you really value them, not as a liability, but as an asset. And you're grateful to have them. Will they do that for you today? No, 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 no. They don't care if you're sleeping under a car, never mind in it. In any case, but that's not all. What do they want now? What do they want? Well, I'm going to tell you what they want. They want to stick it up our giggies. Our giggies. That's right. They want to stick it up your yin-yang. Your yang and your yin. So, that's corporate phenomena today. What does Walmart want from their employees? What does Walmart want? Well, they want their employees to roll over and play dead. That's what they want, I'm dead. Okay, you're cool. Get up, though, because you got to work even though you're dead. At Walmart, there's just not a lot of shaking going on. And that's what the corporate scumbags want us to do. They want us to take it up the yin-yang, or the yang-yin, or the yang-yang-yang-yang-yin, whatever, and play dead. In any case, I wanted to mention, don't option off your right to demonstrate. You may see that in some employer agreements in the near future, especially if we had an administration a Republican administration anywhere. And I'll tell you what they do is they slip these bills in underneath big bills that, potentially may help a lot of people. They slip this trash in there. The same thing with legislating bank fees. Do you have any idea how many bank fees today, compared to 40 years ago, but today are legislated? Legislated. They wrote it into law. They slipped it in bills. Lobbyists. That's the job of a lobbyist. The job of a lobbyist in the American system is not to do any good at all. It's to generate income through chicanery. That's what it's all about. And by the way, Walmart's coming to that. And if you demonstrate against them, okay, they want to fire your ass. Yeah, in fact, they say they want to fire your dumb ass. So you got to be careful. Now, lovely, isn't it? Isn't this a beautiful, what harmony we have here in America, between treating employees correctly, treating them right, and, our corporate structure. And of course, we know Wall Street, hell, they'll stick a knife behind your back, in your back, in front of you, in your eyeballs. They'll take your eyes out. So this is the cruel, Republican-inspired and legislated system that we have in place in America today. Now, I want to ask you something. Who could do such a thing to the American people, sacrificing fair pay for, what is fair work? Because I've seen these people work not only at Walmart, but at all the stores, Target and everything. They work hard. Shouldn't they make enough money to eat? Golly. But I'm going to tell you who's responsible for all this, okay, in a large measure. George Dopey Bush and Dick Penis Cheney. That's who. 8 deferments, Dick Cheney, to stay out of the military to serve this country. Think about that. And Dopey Bush, because that asswipe signed every bit of legislation that could help people suffer. That's what he did. I call him the Dopey. I call him the Stunati mother. He said outsourcing was good for America. Outsource, sending your jobs overseas. But wait, there's more. He didn't just let you go like that. He was like a television commercial. But wait, there's more. You get another one. He gave you another one. Then he paid them to move the jobs overseas through the tax subsidies and the tax breaks to corporations for outsourcing. In other words, if they sent jobs out of the country, you, the taxpayer who were losing your job, was going to be handed the bill, and that's exactly what they've done. Was he that stupid? I mean, really, I have trouble believing that George W. Bush was really that stupid. I know he's stupid, but golly, that requires, a level of stupidity that it's just amazing. But anyway, I think what they are is evil. I really do. I think what they are is evil. These guys are scumbags. They are degenerate scumbags. The whole darn Republican Party, from John McCain, Lindsey Graham, the whole bunch of them are trashy people. They moved the jobs to, of all places, they even moved jobs to Egypt. Isn't that something? Now you may be asking, why do they do this? For more campaign money, for bribes. Campaign money is bribes. Let's not kid ourselves. If a guy gave $100 or even 1,000, maybe that wasn't a bribe. But the count on money that these guys give, these are bribes. That maniacal judge on the Supreme Court, Scalia, guy's a moron. I don't know how in the world he got through, that's another story. But, money is now freedom of speech in America. That was their philosophy, the Supreme Court's those who voted for allowing corporations and anybody and their mother. One guy was in the news a couple of weeks ago. He gave the a Republican candidate in his state $22 million, one singular man. Now, let me ask something. I'm assuming you've got some kind of a brain. Don't you think that will influence him a little bit? I think so. Anyway, you might ask, what is this all about? Well, this is all about selling out the American way of life, selling, and in fact, more so, selling American people, the American people, selling the American people, middle classes and so on, uh, selling them to the greedy and the godless corporations. It's slavery, really. It's economic slavery. You know, they run away from that term. You know, they get on their bicycles or run or jog. They don't want to hear that word, you know. But, you know, just like in communism, the lack of food can be used to control people. Well, the lack of food due to a low volume of dollars can do pretty much the same thing. It can put you in the same kind of lifestyle. So, and you know, this is contrived, which makes it wrong because the pay for labor is not based on the supply and demand in the United States. That's why outsourcing was so important to them. See? So that we would beg for jobs here. This is exactly how they want it, the Republicans. That's why you're not going to see a jobs bill. They want this depravity for you and me and anyone living in this country. The Republican Party supports this depravity, this lack of self-respect and dignity for others. They don't want it. They want the poor to remain poor, and they want the middle classes to go down. That's the world they're looking for. In any case, you know, and they've sold the American people, you know, by and large to the fake Christians. And I call them fake Christians, and I want to point something out that's very important. There's a lot of good Christian people out there, and I'm a believer, by the way, that know that none of this stuff is what's in the Bible. It's not biblical. And they're fake. You can't possibly have a heart so dark and be a believer in Jesus Christ. It can't happen. So just so you know, blow them off with their bullshit, their bull crap about, yeah, holy roly, you know, full of baloney. And of course, you know, they've sold the American people to people like Ted Cruz with his default. So the American people, we've been sold to a Canadian immigrant. Now, I don't have nothing against him being an immigrant. I don't have, but I just have to say that, okay? I'm convinced Fidel Castro is having a ball, baby, let's party, because he sent Ted Cruz over here. And Marco Rubio hangs on his coattails. So we got to get him out of the, out of politics, period. I have a suggestion. Let us put all our energies into voting all the scumbag Republicans, and that means all of them, every single one. Get rid of that cancer. McCain, Lindsey Graham, Cruz, Rubio, the whole bunch of them. Bye. And you know, it requires work, it requires talking to people, it requires opening your mouth, and those are the things you do. You have to build momentum so that come 2014 an election takes place which gets them out of the House of Representatives, because that has got to happen. Because let me tell you something, they don't care. They will crucify this country. They don't care. In fact, they kind of like the idea of crucifixion. Much that, you know, these are the type of sinners that, well, I don't want to get into religion. But in any case, I want to ask you something. Wouldn't you agree that the world would be a much kinder place, a beautiful place to live, if we all loved one another? I think you'd agree, yeah, right? Love is a good thing. Love is a good feeling. Let's love one another and let's get rid of these guys who hate everyone. The Republican Party. Um, let's do whatever we can. Uh, let's support progressives, independents, liberals, and Democrats. You know, this is the America of the future, and it can be done with your vote and your activism and your getting involved. And you know what, too? It's fun. It's fun telling a Republican, we're not going to take it anymore. We're coming back. We the people. Uh, you know, apart from that, we don't need Republicans. America doesn't need Republicans. That's for sure. Me, I don't. You know, I don't have that much say. But uh, America does not need Republicans. America doesn't. No country can survive with brainless leaders, and that's what they got. You know, all I have to do is say John McCain, Ted Cruz, Sarah Palin, Michelle Bachmann, Glenn Beck. I mean, you got the picture. There is no intelligent life up there. So we got to get rid of them. We got to vote them goodbye. Um, that's all I got. Folks, have a great holiday, and God willing, I'll see you for Christmas with another spiel. That's a Jewish word for, you know, a little tale story. I'm not Jewish, but that's okay. I like the word. And prejudice is no good. By the way, prejudice is a cancer. It hurts everybody. Discrimination and these things that this Republican Party. Yeah. Have a great day. Thank you.